Testing. Is it working? We see if we're actually being shown. Let's see if this works. Let me see if I can close this. Close. Damn. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how well this works. But what's up, guys? Hopefully you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Yes, no, maybe. What about now? Try now. Maybe now. Okay. It's playing. Cool. All right. Well, today, for anyone that's joining in, I'm working on some stuff for a new sync library. So we're gonna see how this goes. Due date is on Tuesdays. I'm trying to get some tracks done for it, and hopefully can make some progress today. Hopefully you can hear. Let me write a comment if you guys can actually hear me, because like I have no idea. This is my first time using OBS with everything, so we'll see how well this goes. But is the audio coming through? That is my main question. I'm hoping that the mic is getting picked up, and then hopefully the DAW is getting picked up. Dope. Cool. Yeah, dude, I'm doing stuff for did you get the brief from Flick for the Postman Bandit? I'm doing some stuff for that. So hoping to finish. I've like started 3 ideas this weekend, but there's like 2 for the rock vibe and then for the ambient stuff. But we'll see. I feel like at this point, there are like so many. I feel like they've sent in 3 different requests for the same show, so it's interesting to see like what exactly they're gonna use. But hopefully it's a good sign. You know, hopefully they'll use a lot of the tracks we're submitting. So, yo, what's up, Crimson? Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, guys, we're trying something different. We're gonna see if this actually works for streaming, because then the quality will be a lot better than what it was before on my phone. So we'll hopefully try to start off the week with something. So it's a bright still. I hope not, man. I'm really hoping that they use like new things, but we'll see. I mean, it's hard to say. For that library, like, I don't have I think it's TuneZat or whatever the scanning plugin is, or for service to figure out when you get placements. I don't have that. I just like wait for the cue sheets to come in. So every time I'm like, oh, that's cool that they use that show or they use that track from, you know, years ago, and finding out about it way later. So, but too slow for those drums to come in. For these is like to finish them as fast as possible, because, you know, if they use one track, it's like, all right, well, I'd rather submit as many as I can to hopefully increase my chances of getting, you know, the cuts. That's cool. It's good enough. Yo, what's up, Jay? How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Hopefully the mic is at a good volume. I like the DAW is really quiet, but I'm just hoping that it's maybe louder than that's what cool. I think this one's done, to be honest. It's not really. It just needs to be significantly clean up some of this garbage at the bottom. Sweet. Yeah, for the things so I try to get like most of it figured out so that when I need to export, I can just do it pretty quick. So like for this one, I'm not really going to spend too much time getting this stuff like mixed per se, just as long as it's like pretty close. And I'll do the cut down. So like right now it's like do like a 15-second cut down, which is going to be a little difficult because the track is so slow. And this is like 6 seconds. So I need 10. This will be fine. Here and here, and then that'll be our 15. But yeah, for cut downs and everything, I tend to do it all in the DAW because it's faster and lets me focus on other stuff in the track. And that way I don't need to like do some weird stuff by like highlighting and exporting and then making sure I have it saved. Like this way the cuts are all going to be the same, and it makes it a little bit easier on the back end for myself when I have to export or whatever. What sync tracks do you do with everybody's? Sometimes, yeah, Jay. With this stuff in particular, like they're looking for like more ambient type songs. So because of that, I'm going to be using plugins that I know like that can get 90% of the way there without having to do much work. And then I'll go back in and layer stuff in that needs, you know, more sections or more textures and stuff like that. So Like, but this one, I think it's all just contact instruments and then maybe some Omnisphere to get like a little bit of a cool pad. But it's ambient stuff, so it doesn't really need to be super complicated. Like a lot of it's just going to be sound designy kind of textures that come in and out, but a lot of it's going to be pretty simple. So yeah. But I mean, it depends. Like for certain ones, like I'm gonna open another project after this one. Like right now, it's like I'm just trying to clean up the ideas I made this weekend and then bounce everything after the stream, because that way I can just do it all at once and not think about it and get lunch or something. But the other ones I'm gonna play are like punk rock almost, so we'll see how those translate. This one's done. Let me open another Essence of Time. Yeah. But yeah, so it's like some of them are like going to be very easy. What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? So it's like depends on the track per se. Like for some of these I'll spend more time, but a lot of them I'm like, oh, I'd rather just get the idea done quicker and then go from there. But hope you guys had a great weekend. I came back from a wedding yesterday. It's pretty fun. Congrats to the newlyweds. But yeah, we drove. It was like an hour away to get there and then an hour all the way back. So it's kind of a pain, but it was fun. The food was really good. It was a 9-course Chinese dinner. Insane. So yeah. How can the Omnisphere? I don't have it yet. I don't know if I want to get it yet because I'm gonna get Keyscape, I think, for sure, and Trillion this year. I think I need to actually like figure out when though, because I know the discounts are gonna end soon. So I'm hoping to get all that stuff soon so that I can start exploring it. But my budget's tight. I don't know, man. We'll see how we do with with everything. So, but yeah. Oh, this is another ambient one actually. So this one's gonna be pretty chill. But yeah, the only plugins I got was I think UAD did like a nice 10 for $100 discount. It's like 10 plugins for $100. It was cool. I mean, I don't really know if I needed like most of it. But it was cheap. You know, it's like UAD stuff usually never goes on sale when it's not Black Friday. So it's like, all right, let me just take the plunge. That way there's like loyalty discounts built in. So like if I did want to go back in and buy something later, like I'm getting stuff for cheaper because of the discount, which is nice for like bundles and stuff like that. Let's mute all this stuff. I think the structure is almost, yeah, it's 2 minutes. Way too long for a sync thing, but let's just dive in. Well, hopefully it's not too quiet, but we'll see. I think it gets a lot louder later here. Sweep. What's up, how should I do, dude? For clients, what do you mean for clients? Like for production work or for like sync stuff? Should actually be down an octave. Yeah, nice. It's an interesting show for sure. Definitely good to just kind of throw in after like a long day of work because it's kind of meaningless TV, but it's always good to relax on. don't even know what this is. I don't know why. I think that's the wrong sound. But yeah, a lot of texture stuff is going on. Hey, what's up, Zeus? Thanks so much for those. Get some guitar or something in here. Just super washed out. That'd be cool. Let's do that real quick. But yeah, just because it's ambient stuff, like there doesn't really need to be like a ton of direction per se, but just having enough like organic textures is really like, important. Let's get actual guitars. That's cool. Just drown it. Transition sweep. This is pretty good. Just curve it. Oop. Okay. Way down because it's way too damn low, and then we're gonna shelf a lot of the high and off of it. This would bring some like pops, clicks, and yeah, like this is cool. But we're gonna transpose it so it's not dumb. I'm gonna freeze and flatten it real quick. But yeah, this is a lot of like what sync comes down to. Like it's a lot of just track building and getting like kind of the vibe that they want, and then just catering it to like, oh, like as a producer, I want to do this instead, or, you know, adding your own quote unquote artistic, you know, additions to it. Okay, this should be good. Normal kick. Let's see if we can find one from the Mars samples. Tell you what, yeah. So for sync clients, they'll send a brief. But it's like, hey, we want stuff that sounds like this. They'll usually give like if they're nice, they'll give sonic references. So they'll be like, hey, here's like 4 or 5 songs we like really enjoy that we want you to kind of mimic or get close to. Or they'll just give you like a list of descriptors, like, hey, here's like we want like this one. It was like organic ambient tracks, and they sent like 2 YouTube links, and then those links were the main refs. So you kind of listen to them, write down a list of like things to include in your tracks, and then you're kind of good to go. But for a lot of this stuff, like all the references are going to be kind of the same, where it's like, oh, they want like atmospheric something, they want, you know, end up kind of you can kind of get away with like using the same kind of tracks for different shows unless they have like a time period or something like that. And it's like there. So with sync 2, like you always want to make sure there's like some sort of like stinger ending, meaning it's going to be a very clean cut when the song actually ends, mainly as a transition tool. So like with an editor, right, like they would edit to this point, like that would be where they would edit to, and then that's like the the point that they use to transition to a different piece of music or a different scene. So it just makes it easier for their job. Yeah. Sometimes they give you more time, like they'll give you maybe like a month, but it's pretty quick with editor teams. Like they just kind of want the stuff immediately. Well, not maybe not immediately, but they want it quick enough where they have enough time to like use it, put it into the show, and then kind of like send notes back and forth if they're like, hey, like this was good, but we want something different, or we want you to change this. With the library I'm with, like a lot of times like they'll send stuff and they want tracks within a couple days. This briefly got on Friday. And I was like, hey, I'll just whip out a couple tracks over the weekend. So that's what I did. And then now, if I want to go back in and I can fix them, get them ready, and upload all the files, hopefully by today. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, DJ Sean? How you doing, dude? Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. There's not really any guarantee that they use it, but it's like it's a numbers game. With sync in particular, like your goal is to just get 100 songs on 100 different shows, and then over time that will pay for itself. It's really rare that you see any sort of upfront payment nowadays, just because of the amount of music that they need, and like budgets is really what it comes down to. Like there's just not a huge budget for a lot of the music, so because of that, it's like, hey, we can guarantee back end from viewership, but like we can't really guarantee anything past that point. So because of that, a lot of people like they're gonna be similar to me. Well, they'll spend like an hour on a track, and that's like hour from idea creation to finished, because it doesn't make sense to spend more than that amount of time, just because of the success rate, turnaround time, and usually the time sink really. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are here from TikTok, spam your thumbs. Try to get some more likes in here. Always looks cool. I can't see the TikTok feed on my end. I'm literally just seeing like the chat thing that they have available. But it's cool. We're cross streaming on YouTube as well. So if anyone's from YouTube, hit me up, send a message. I'm using Restream, funny enough, to test it out. But we'll see how well this goes. I think the audio is coming in well, which is all that really matters. But yeah, hopefully we'll fix this banner at some point. I just made it right before Shadow Canva. All right. Enough talking. Let's go back to this. How do you get into sync? Through school. I went to USC for music business and music production. And then one of my professors does a lot of sync stuff. He's like, hey, you should like start doing this, because like it's something you need to start now, because it just takes a really long time to see the benefit of it or the money. So I started doing a lot of library tracks with him. I'm currently working with a couple of different libraries just in the meantime to, kind of bolster the income, as you may call it. This is kind of weird. Let's move this. Move this back. See what these ones. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it is like just through an interest of like, oh, like I want to produce, right? But it's like, hey, if I don't want to work with artists, or I want to get, I just want to do production, like what can I do in order to do that? And a lot of it was through sync of just like, hey, there's libraries and there's shows that are always looking for short durations of music. So why not, get stuff sent to them essentially. Oh shit, that's why. Okay. We're gonna go fix that. The automation lane is deactivated. I know I did that on purpose because of the... This is fine. This one. Cool, so these are all drums. Cool. So this one's done. Like this one's like, it may need to be a little bit louder. Let's go check the stats on there. So, this one. There's a ton of libraries out there. Yeah, you just gotta start looking. Literally, just like type in music sync library into Google and just try to find a library that way. Yeah. Or if you're following, I'm trying to do like more sync projects with other producers. So doing kind of like a collaboration kind of thing where I just get ideas sent over and then I kind of polish them and get them ready for the library. So I'll probably do another album in like a month. I just finished one with Flick Tracks. And hoping to do another one. We'll see how it's a little too intensive in terms of like time and everything. So I'm just hoping to maybe get into a space that's easier to do and more manageable is going to be the goal. So yeah, I have a crazy thing with my hair right now. What the hell? But yeah, I mean, so with that project, like we ended up doing like a sports hip hop project where people were sending in like 8 to 16 bar ideas. And it's like, I would take those and then fix them, get them ready, get them structured, and then add in some other production stuff to make them more sync ready. So we sent that off. That got pitched to CBS Sports. So we'll see like what happens with that. If any of them do get plays, like that's a great sign. And maybe we'll do another project similar, but just kind of figure out like where the genres make sense for a lot of it. So yeah. And for some of it too, it's like, I want to make sure that like the songs are actually getting used. Cause it's like, if there's a album that's made and none of the projects are, utilized for anything, it's kind of like a waste of people's time. So just trying to make sure that that is not the case for the next one. Yep. Cool. This is the more aggressive one that I'm going to need to clean up actually real quick. I guess like other tonal stuff does one. All this stuff in here, and then vocal stuff we can leave on the bottom. A kick, and this is the snare, so those go to the top. This one actually, funny enough, it's like a bigger beat, kind of like Massive Attack. There's another group band. I'm trying to think of who it is. But we're basing off of that, kind of like a grungier 90s, kind of electronic, not electronic. The brake loop does a lot of the work. We're going to use a track spacer actually to get some more space for the kick. And probably the snare, I think. Let's just do 6. And the same thing here. We're going to clean this up just a little bit. To it, and then use track spacer again just to carve more space out for that impact hit. Nice. This could be probably turned down. That's going to be panned like the left, and this is but for anyone here, if you have any questions about sync licensing, feel free to ask. I'm going to be basically working on some tracks for a new show that's coming out probably next year. We're just sourcing songs and hopefully getting some placements. But if you have any questions about that, please let me know. We're happy to help answer. And we're actually going to use the trigger here. Just fix this. So we're going to sidechain everything to the same bus. Just so it really pump Other question for anyone's here: what are you guys buying for Black Friday, man? Any cool plugins? Anything that's like anything you know something about that I don't? I'd love to know what you guys are buying. I'm getting absolutely nothing. Actually, I'm gonna get Trillion, I think, and I'm gonna get Keyscape. The two. And it doesn't really matter because those never go on sale because they don't have to, and the brand is big enough. So we're gonna hopefully snag them. And this needs like a little bit of something on top because it sounds too stock. Like it's just like there's no emotion. It's all MIDI. Just add a little bit of snarl. What's a good software deals for? Plugin Boutique is a really good place. Check the link in my bio real quick. That's really what I would use to maybe figure out like what you might want to get. Just because it does pretty good. I pulled it down a little bit more. Maybe fast. Okay. Or maybe just to the end. The end would be cool, like a wow kind of thing. Mix them out so it's like not crazy overpowered. And this is cool, a little crazy, but nice. Yeah, plugin fatigue is really where I would check. The only thing that I got so far is the Shaperbox bundle that came out. That I would really recommend for anyone that makes any sort of like sync stuff or like is struggling with sound design. It's a really nice, easy to use plugin. You can just throw it on and get like some cool things to resample. That's really what I like using it for. Yeah. It's good standalone too. Some of the presets are really weird, so it's kind of like you got to kind of get used to it a little bit, but I like it a lot. I like it for just adding textures and making simple stuff sound interesting, where it's like, oh, like now I'm inspired, you know. What's it called? Shaperbox 3. Yeah. Use the link in my bio. I will make $2 if you buy it using that link. Yeah, Shaperbox 3. I think it's on sale for like $89 now. Yeah, it's fun. I use it a lot now because I got it. But yeah. I got my music accepted into several music libraries. Nice, congrats. Setting our CPU 8. The fuck is 8? Oh, it's because of this damn thing. Okay, let me resample that. Give me a second, guys. I gotta this freaking plugin is complete ass because it kills your CPU, but it sounds cool. But I'm gonna bounce just the front of it because that's the only part where it actually has it in, and then I'll go reverse it. So. Before or after. So if you work with a music library, that is their responsibility. They're going to be in charge of registering the songs for you, so you won't have to actually do anything. It is worth noting that like depending on the library, like some of them will just make like another entry. I know with Crucial Music in particular, they'll just make another entry, basically saying like, hey, this is like the Crucial Music version of this track, and this is like what we're going to be using for cue sheets and collection. So to answer very quickly, like you don't have to register your stuff. That's going to be handled by your library. Yeah, and a lot of times they do that because the music library you'll be with will take a portion of the publishing. Like if you work with, just say a random library, like they'll keep the publisher share and you'll keep all the writer share. So that's just kind of the way they make money and the only way that they're can sustain themselves. So that's why they handle all the stuff for you. Yeah, and if they don't, then I would just message them because that's really like what they're supposed to do, because that's the only way to get paid. It's like a music library based in the States, New York. But they do a lot of stuff for Australia, funny enough. This is for a US show, though. It's going to come out next year. Hopefully, if they pick it, we'll see. This is cool. This thing. It's actually, if you listen to the full sample, it's kind of like. Wait, where is it? Let's play. Just play. This is how it is normal.
Yo, what up? We got North Carolina in the house.
It's like, what the fuck? But we dropped it to this, like the because it's tonal, right? It's like there's melodic. And let's get another cymbal transition here. Cool. Use this one. And we'll just turn it way down because we don't really need to hear it. It just needs to be there. Yeah, but for most of the library tracks, like we're like I mentioned, for anyone's joining in, like we're going quick. I made all these ideas in like 2 hours yesterday, and we're just gonna finish them and get them sent in because seeing as the numbers game. Guitar effects could be cool. Like a nice reverse riser or something. Just reverse it. One sec, guys. Hello?